What's up, everybody? What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Roast to Toast show. I'm your host with the most. Here we go.
Look, my boy Roast the Toast in that hoe too, man. Watch what y'all say, and they gonna have a whole video about you.
Hey, Roast the Toast was in here the other day, man. He was actually, on some real people stuff. I ain't gonna even lie.
Yeah, I hit the like button. We in here. I appreciate y'all coming through. Big roasted. Big roasted.
Running through the jungle of these YouTube streets. Holla at my partner, get some YouTube beats. Put some facts on wax and they can't lie about that. That's why they be so hard at work trying to strike back. Living my reality, so I ain't got a stunt. Always keep it real, my nigga, I ain't got a front. I got me a business deal, I'm about to do a collab. I don't understand why they make them fuck niggas so mad. Bitches be jocking, they wanna see me so bad. Me, I'm about business, man, it always come before that. Dozing off on your live, they call you Snorlax. Get yourself together, bitch, do better with your slow ass. It's Big Roasty, you know we gon' keep it funky. Come on with it, demo 3 sector gon' act a donkey. After you get dealt with, you initiated, homie. Welcome to the rawest section, we the one and only. Once you do that, you can't go back, you stuck like crack. Then you realize where you came from is really whack. Now your master over here trying to learn how to scratch. Talking about some moralistic shit we callin' cap. We just trying to have a bunch of fun, fall back. We ain't trippin', let her think she all that. Have her sitting right here on this baseball bat. Call it what you want to, guaranteed you call back. Big roast. Big roast.
What's up with it? I'm gonna touch on a couple of subjects, and then I'm out. So, salute to the chat, everybody. Came through and showed love. We had a debate, and it was called "Come Teach Me." Then it was with my boy SD from Texas. He from Dallas, South Dallas. It was on my backup page. I will premiere that later on today, so y'all can see the full debate. And right now, in a few minutes, I am going to show y'all a little clip of that. What I want to say about it today is salute. What's up, Slim Trim? What's up with it, Vanessa? What I want to say about it today, I'm going to speak on it a little bit and kind of give an update, as well as probably throw some motivation out there because, we were supposed to have a follow-up debate. This first debate was off top of the dome. It was verbal, our verbal. We showed no clips, we showed no photos, we showed no footage, we showed no evidence to support our theories, our beliefs. What I will say though is that SD was lacking in what he was lacking in, which was even any like I guess verbal evidence, like anything that he could show proof of later, you feel me? Most of what he was saying to back up his theory came from scriptures and quotes. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. Stuff maybe he was taught or heard from somebody else, which I can't really credit. You know what I'm saying? Virus salute, Gina salute. So yeah, man. It was a lot of just this stories about we live in the dumbest waters under us, waters over us. And my thing is, when it comes to that, fam, it sounds like we're in a ball or a dish or a petri dish floating around in water. I mean, why would anybody have specified that there's waters above us and the waters below us? Like, when did water become plural and shit? You feel me? All this shit. So it's hoes all in that theory right there. And yeah, we're gonna need to come with some evidence to back them up. Cause like I said, ain't no proof of that SD, ain't none at all whatsoever. And I'm ready for it whenever. I'm gonna give y'all a little snippet, about 5 minutes worth of what we did do. Feel me? So y'all can see that. Check it out.
He thinks that the earth is flat. So we're gonna give you 5 minutes on the clock.
Okay.
And your time starts now.
All right. So when it comes to the law of perspective, okay, perspective is everything. When y'all speak about seasons and things like that, you gotta understand that the sun and the moon is local. It's here with us. It moves in a spiral. When it's summertime, it comes in closer. When it's wintertime, it goes out. It goes further out. And that's just what that is. Now, when it comes to floating in space don't exist. It's nothing like that. It's waters above us and it's waters beneath us. That's what's really going on. Okay. When NASA do the little bullshit that they do, they are all in a pool. They in water. And that's where they record and where they do their little things from. The ISS, that space station and shit like that, that's underwater. It's not in space. We can't get to space. We are in the dome. Have nothing to do with humidity. When God, the one who built the dome, the firmament, okay, he built it and he did that. And he made sure that we could be safe up in this thing. I always say you take a snow globe and that snow globe that people, y'all know what I'm talking about. That's how we live. You have flat earth. You have your mountains, you have this, you have that, but it's all flat because they sit up on something. Okay, you can't have a mountain on a curve or a round globe. It don't make sense. What we have to put into understanding about it is that the way that we live. Every time we go outside, yeah, you have your hills, you have your slopes, you have this, you have that, but you can have all that and it's still a flat plane. According to science, we supposed to experience a curvature every like 8 miles or even if it's that, I think it's less than that. I don't know because I'm freestyling. You know what I'm saying? I ain't pulling up nothing like that. This all coming from my dome. So if you don't experience no curvature in 8 miles, what the hell are we talking about? A lot of us that flew on airplanes, when we ride on the airplane, it's all flat. Multiple pilots didn't say it, and you can look this up. If people then went up to them and asked them, "Is the Earth flat or is it a globe?" They sit up there and the pilots tell you it's flat. It's flat because that's all we experience. We don't live on a quote unquote planet. We live on a plane. And our plane up.
You can hear more of that either by going to my backup channel now, Big Rose, or like I said, I'll premiere on this channel later on today. Also, what I wanted to talk about just a little bit, there was a beef going on between these two ladies. And the beef had started with an end of a friendship that they had, right? Once this shit took off, Lalizi started going live from her channel. Her first live was about this beef between her and Room Shaker. Now, a I guess recordings and text messages started flying around this and that. Then that shit, it went through its course and it died down like normal, right? Recently though, this shit done sparked back up. I don't know why, I don't know how, but I've been seeing it going back and forth. Now, the main thing that I've been hearing between them two is a comparison between a horse and a hippopotamus. Earlier today, I heard Alicia asking someone, would they rather play with a horse or a hippopotamus? In order for these two to have this argument, I'm supposing they've accepted these characters or these animals as their own or some shit like that. I'm not really sure. All I know is that their smoke is still up in the air. Shout out to both of them, fucks with both of them. But I mean, at this point, I'm just starting to wonder if it's even necessary for them to, you know what I'm saying, spark that back up if it's about the same thing, especially if it's about who looks like what animal. Moving along, I wanted y'all to know that I finally figured something out. It's not the minions. It's not about the minions as to why this lady calls herself the icon and uses the minions. It's about the motherfucking man in the movie. I figured it out. All you gotta do is refer back to my video I had made. I don't know what the title is, but you know the video. It's the one where it's the one where the minion lady was in competition with Mink Mob D, and they was in their swimsuits and shit. Here we go right here. The title is Mink Mob D and VS Icon Square Off. Now, if you go check that video out, you're gonna see something that looks totally like this right here to the side of me. It looks totally like this right here to the side of me. Y'all know what I mean? Is it coming through now? Is it making sense? This is what they want to mean when she says icon, despicable me. Like, look at this shit. Look at this shit. Look at, is it the legs? She got legs. Know how to use them. Trying to tell you that's what this shit is. So this lady that looked like this long leg cartoon guy, she then already been exposed for running out of moves, running out of plays, trying to clout chase out the Mo3 sector and failing numerous times. She's been played at her own game with the denouncing by Queen 88, Sean G, Not On My Watch, on and on. So, man, here recently, this is after, okay, once she realized, and I already exposed shit, once she realized she was done and over with the Mo3 sector and had no more plays to run this way, she announced that she was about to go back into her retirement or take her break or some shit like that, right? Because she knew she ain't had nothing else to go off of. Every time she comes up with an idea, a bright idea, she'll go back live, trying to revive. Her latest little comeback scheme was, of course, to throw somebody else under the bus who we know was fucking with her. So what she did was, I guess she invited or had Intrinsic on her panel. I didn't see the beginning. I had it popped off. I just went in there and seen Intrinsic on her panel. When I saw her on the panel and saw what was going on, I myself immediately made a post and I let her know, like, hey, she about to try to denounce you. And I see Intrinsic up there on the panel explaining herself as to every charge that VS sends her way, like, you know, charging her about this and why she said that or why she didn't do this or say that or whatever. And she's explaining away. I'm like, man, you can't tell what's going to go on, you know. It's her setup. It's how she do this, how she get out the setup. This is like, it don't matter what you say if you was in the right or the wrong. She's finna do that to you. And sure enough, it happened. So at this point, you know, anybody that's in I guess in touch with her on a friendly manner, you know, you one of the next targets, obviously. And if you file for it, that's on you. If you don't, then she gonna keep you around a little bit longer until you do. At least get on the panel so she can question you about some retarded shit until you announce. Thing about that is she's probably losing subscribers each time she does that, because all these people that you so cool and tight with and you befriending, you gotta like something about them, and you motivated and promoted them to your audience. They've subscribed already. Like I told you before, plenty of people gonna stay where you send them because they like it. They like it over here and they like it over there on trend side. You know what I'm saying? Make your next move your best move, but try not to talk about my penis this time.
Big roasted, big roasted. Running through the jungle of these YouTube streets. Holla at my partner, get some YouTube. Put some facts on wax and they can't lie about that. That's why they be so hard at work trying to strike back. Living my reality, so I ain't got a stunt. Always keep it real, my nigga, I ain't got a front. I got me a business deal, I'm about to do a collab. I don't understand why they make the fuck niggas so mad. Bitches be jocking, they wanna see me so bad. Me, I'm about business, man, it always come before that. Dozing off on your live, they call you Snorlax. Get yourself together, bitch, do better with your slow ass. It's Big Roasty, you know we gon' keep it funky. Come on with it, Demo 3 sector gon' act a donkey. After you get dealt with, you initiated, homie. Welcome to the rawest section, we the one and only. Once you do that, you can't go back, you stuck like crack. Then you realize where you came from is really whack.
Oh yeah, you want it? You better let them know what VS about, bitch. Alright, please, let me get my shit off. Just got the ass whooped. Oh yeah, y'all better know about VS on the real, bitch. Let me get the fuck out of here, fucking list.